Hello everybody, my name is Jen, and sometimes I feel like I'm not very good about filming aspects of my life that can really help somebody. And I take it for granted. It's just part of who I am and it's part of how I operate. And so I don't think about it and I take it for granted. And one of those things is I'm in midlife. I'm 49 years old. And, everybody says in midlife that you start to gain weight, and as you go through menopause and all of those changes start to happen in your body, you automatically gain weight, especially right here. And I started to feel bloated and like icky, and I was just like, not today. Like, this is not happening. Like, it's not gonna happen. And so anyway, I began to ask the Lord, what measures do I need to take in order to really change this? And the other thing that I was feeling was a lot of joint pain, especially in my hips. My hips were hurting. I couldn't sit cross-legged style anymore. And it just didn't feel good at all. And I was just like, what's going on? My finger joints were hurting, and I was just like, this doesn't feel good. And it happened suddenly. It was just like, all of a sudden I felt like this, and I'm like, what in the world? So anyway, the first thing that I did was I did a fast with my church, and I fasted sugar. That was the thing that I fasted during that time, and gluten, sugar and gluten. Now, I try to be gluten-free. However, I had gotten really lazy with that, and I had started eating gluten here and there. And if your body is intolerant of gluten, even a little bit is gonna cause you to feel a thing. So I was just like, okay, I've got to just cut it out. Like, I just can't do it, So I started by cutting out gluten and sugar for a 14-day fast. Now I'm past that 14 days, and now I'm, still sugar-free and gluten-free. But what I decided to do was I was like, I'm just gonna eat really healthy. I cut out bread. I would eat gluten-free bread, but I cut out bread. I was just like, I'm just not gonna eat it, not gonna buy it. I cut out all kinds of stuff that was causing me inflammation. And one of the things that was causing me inflammation was my shake in the morning. I have no idea. I still never pinpointed what it was exactly that caused the inflammation. So I'm gonna tell you what I was putting in it. I was putting frozen banana. I was putting, let's see here, what else? I was putting frozen banana, flaxseed, cinnamon, cacao, powdered cacao. Sometimes I would put spinach. Goodness, what else? Every once in a while I would put like some kind of shake mix, like a dry mix, but I stopped doing that because of like all the fake stuff in the shakes, like protein shakes have a bunch of fake stuff in them. And I was just like, you know what, I'm not gonna eat this is not good. So I stopped doing that. Anyway, I just finally stopped. I was guided to stop doing that, and I think part of the reason why is because the bananas were frozen, and they, when they're frozen and then blended, they have a really high glycemic index. And so they cause your blood sugar to spike. And I think like every morning I was causing my blood sugar to spike. Now, right now I'm making a salad. I'm using organic romaine, romaine. And I'm putting cucumbers, fresh from the garden, and a few raspberries and strawberries. And then I've got some feta cheese here that I'm gonna sprinkle on. And I got some chicken that's already cooked, obviously, that I'm gonna put on, and some onions. Okay, so what I do with my onions is I cut a big onion up and I put it in a jar. You have to store your onions in a glass jar. You cannot store onions in plastic. If you store onions in plastic, they will suck the toxins from the plastic into the onion. And then whenever you eat the onion, it becomes toxic to you. So you can't store onions in plastic. And see, onions have an expirant, they like pull out. So whenever you eat onions or you use onions medicinally, then it pulls things out. So like if you have a cold, it'll pull out the cold. And that's why like when I have a cold or something, I mix honey and onions together and I drink the syrup, to pull that cold out of my chest. So anyway, I'm making this beautiful salad, like as you can see, absolutely gorgeous, in my grandma's bowl. And so I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna stop eating this stuff. I can't do this. It's not good. And so I just decided, you know what, I'm done. I'm absolutely done. I've got some chicken here that I'm putting on it, just cold chicken, and I'm done. And this is what I replaced it with. I'm gonna grab it. Okay, so I replaced my morning shake with a concoction like this, okay? This is what I do in the morning. I have a glass like this, and I put, this is ginger, okay, even though it's in a, I just save my glass jars from stuff because I store everything in glass. You have to store things in glass. Plastic is gonna, cause it to break down faster, and it's just not gonna be good. Anyway, so this is a ginger, a whole thing of ginger juiced in my juicer. I'm actually gonna put a tablespoon of this on my salad, but what I do is I put a tablespoon of this and I put it right into my water in here. Okay, I also mix with that water lemon. This is lemon juice, even though it's in a salsa jar. I just save it. I'm gonna put some lemon juice in here in my salad, and then this is fresh organic lemons, and I just add that to my water in the morning. And then I'm not gonna add this to my salad, but I do add this to my water. This is turmeric, and so this is turmeric like thumbs. I don't know if you've ever seen it in like real life, not powdered, but this is these are turmeric thumbs. And I just run them through my juicer. Now they do make a mess because of the color. The color is so vibrant, but they do make a mess. And I run it through, and I put a tablespoon of this in my water. And this is an anti-inflammatory. It has done wonders for me, staying off of gluten, staying off of sugar, and doing these 3 things in my water every single morning. And now I don't heat the water. It's straight from my machine. I have one of those Kangen machines or Enagic machines, whatever you want. If you want one of those, let me know. I have a friend who sells them. But yeah, I just have one of those machines, and I run it through that machine. I've had that machine now. They're expensive to buy, but I have had that machine for probably 10, 12 years, and it still works like a gem. Like, it's amazing. I love it. So I highly recommend those things. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I did to take the inflammation down out of my body and to reset it. Also castor oil. I put castor oil right here. I've been like massaging my face with castor oil and putting it right here to activate. It helps to activate your thyroid, what I hear. So I'm not giving medical advice, it's just what I hear. So anyway, that's what I've been doing to help my, like get the bloating down, like it's down, it feels good, I feel good. And so anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope that you enjoy this. Now, the other part of the dressing that I do for this before I go is I just do olive oil. Just olive oil. Like, you guys, olive oil is so good on a salad just by itself. Like, you don't need dressing. You don't need stuff from the grocery store that's processed and, has a bunch of stuff in it. Just toss this sucker with some olive oil, and it is gonna make your salad come alive. Add a little salt. I'm gonna add a little salt here in a second, but it will just activate your salad. It's so good. It's so good. You'll never go back to dressing again whenever you just like do olive oil. So anyway, I hope that you enjoy this. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you the next time. Bye.